Hello everyone, welcome to the mobile arena. Today we will be reviewing an Android application called Bubble World. And this game is part of the plethora of games out there on the Google Play Market, which is about popping bubbles that are falling from the sky like this. Now I'm just going to go back to the menu to show you a bit about how the game works and how it differs from all the other games in the market. First we have the volume controls, so we have music and we have sound, and we also have the about button, which gives you an idea of what the game is like. It has a colorblind function, and it has a lot of different kinds of bubbles. The idea is the same, where you have to match 3 or more to eliminate them. But we also have a gray stone, which cannot be destroyed by a color bubble, and the yellow stone, which gets destroyed after 2 to 3 times of the bubbles popping beside them. The leaves change into the color bubble when it is destroyed, and the lightning destroys a line of bubbles. Star destroys all the bubbles of the same color. Poison generates 2 more bubbles, and glass bubbles are just normal, so they don't do anything. Now onto the world itself. There's actually a lot of worlds here, as you can see. So the longevity of the game is actually pretty high, and I'm just going to start by going into one of the games and showing you how it works. Basically there are props that you can use, but I always recommend never to use them at all. Always use your own power to unlock them. And let's start off by popping one of these ones. So you can control it by moving it around, pretty straightforward. And what I like about this game is that it is a bit more originalistic. It is not as complicated as some of the games out there lately, and I know that some of them are more complicated, which I find to be a bit too much sometimes. And that is how you complete a level. There are a lot of ways you can complete it, but then it depends on how many bubbles you pop, and also how many times you do it. So I could have played this level differently. I could have finished it a lot easier. Like this. And it would have been over already. But I was trying another way to see if I can score higher. Hopefully, see, I still didn't reach the best score, which I did earlier, but you get the idea. And you also get reward for the money, which you can use to buy the props, but I don't recommend you buying them. Let's move on to maybe a harder level, like this. Now, as you can see, there are more stones around here, which make it a bit harder. So in order to destroy the yellow stone, it has to be damaged, destroyed 3 consecutive times before it becomes eliminated. So, as you can see, like so, and they become a bit different colored. So there isn't really much of another way to do this. This is the only way that you can beat it. It is by popping bubbles that are beside it in order to crack the stone. And I did around the same as before. And as you play, every time you unlock 3 more levels, and then you play through them to keep unlocking. And for each site there is 30 games. And then there are a lot of sites here, and it also keeps track of all of the stars that you accumulate. For this being a free game, I think it is pretty fun and it has a lot of good qualities. And at last, I'm going to do one of the newer levels and see if I can show you how to play one of the harder levels. Hopefully that gave you an idea of how to play the game. This was definitely a very challenging level for me. It took me a few tries to get it done, and even so, I didn't get more than 1 star. But after a while, it might get a bit boring if you keep losing, but once you beat the level and try again, then the game is actually quite fun. I hope I gave you some insight into the application itself for Bubble World. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.